was sort of the people of Miches, the Presidential Commission on Sustainable Development, and the UN Task Force on Environmental Sustainability. And they all converged. Essentially, that's the situation that we have now, with the people of Miches saying, we want to change, we want to turn this situation around, but we want to do it. And we want to do it so Miches is still ours, and will always remain ours. You've done a certain amount of assessment in the Dominican Republic. You over here have done a certain amount of assessment around the world, what the problems are. You have access to certain kinds of resources that we don't, but we have Miches. Can we all work together and make something happen here so that we can reverse some of the environmental degradation? We can harness the potential of that natural environment and the natural wealth that surrounds us to improve our health and economic well-being, and that we can manage it sustainably going forward in the future so that we know it will be there for us and our children and our grandchildren. Can you help us figure out how to do it and help us put together a plan, a master plan, so to speak, for turning this whole situation around? It's very unusual to have a situation like that. Very. We have to sort of break that usual equation that, economic development means decline in environment, or saving the environment means you can't develop economically. We have to break that equation. And in breaking that equation, we have to draw in a group of partners that are rarely drawn into trying to find a solution, and that is the members of the private sector. Because they really are the ones who can essentially mobilize the cash. They can mobilize a lot of the activities that are necessary to go on in order to really achieve what we're trying to achieve. Tourism in Miches could very much be, like it is everywhere else in the Dominican Republic, a real engine for economic growth. There's no question of that. But if at the same time you're depleting all your natural resources, it's illusory. You won't sustain it. It has to be done to scale. It has to be scaled to what the natural environment of Miches can support. You have to try to aim for the high end of the tourist market. The unit price would be higher, and therefore you could have smaller numbers of units and therefore have a lighter footprint on the environment. That development should also be built around locally sourcing most of the things that those lodges and hotels need, so that the food can be organically grown in the area for the hotels, and the bakeries can supply bread and cake, and that people can be trained to be the mechanics and the technicians and the other people that are needed in the hotels. That can actually then flow out into the community, and it's not just held within those developments, but it actually makes its way out into the community. Miches could really become a model for how you build a very heterogeneous group of people with so many different kinds of backgrounds and expertise. How you put them together to try to develop a plan to elevate the health and economic well-being of the people who live in the area, and for sustainably managing all of those natural resources and that natural wealth well into the future. So there's a real opportunity for the people of Miches to be leaders. There's an opportunity for the Dominican Republic on a national level to be leaders. And there's actually an opportunity for all of us who get involved to really benefit intellectually, because no one's ever tried to do this before, or at least no one's ever succeeded in doing this before. And also not only benefit intellectually, I think benefit personally, because we would have been involved in something that has had a real positive impact on a large number of people.